Hey everybody, it's the Chris and Des Show. I'm Chris.
And I'm Des.
And today we're going to talk to you about the new Disney Pixar film, Coco. Des, what did you think?
I loved it so much! Okay, here's just the reality of Des's life right now. Over the last year, my two parents passed away. And so this movie just hit the right spot at the right time. I went and saw it on Thanksgiving, and so I'm already in this sentimental place, and then I go see this movie, and you guys, you haven't seen so many tears in your life. I was a mess. But it was so good. Pixar just totally hit it out of the park with this movie. And it is, this little boy he goes through, it's so good. Go see this movie. You'll love it. What did you think?
I felt the same way. I loved it. I loved everything. It's beautiful.
It wore me out.
I love the oranges and the colors in it.
When so good.
They go to the land of the dead. Like, it's really good.
Well, and Pixar does it again where they make a whole nother world.
Yeah, I love the world.
They are world making. And so here they've made this whole other world again. And they take us into it, and you totally feel like you get it. You get this world because of the details and how they do it and present it. It is just so wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's a beautiful world, and it's the story about family that is so good. It's so good.
It's really good.
And not being forgotten and all that type of stuff. Oh, man. There was a few times when, the soundtrack is good. The songs are great. And that song, Remember Me, there is a time when the little boy sings it to his grandma, and I didn't do so well at that point. I was sitting next to Cash, my son, and be like, it's okay, Cash. He's like, I'm fine. I'm like, oh, yeah.
What's your problem?
Sorry.
Well, I went with my friend and her husband and her little girl. And the adults were just like, and she sits up, she's like, what is wrong with you people?
Like, nothing.
So this might be a movie more for adults than it is for kids, but it is so
But kids will like it too. It's
kids
fantastic.
Will like it.
As always, Pixar is great at doing both. Disney and Pixar did a great job. And I want to talk about Anthony Gonzalez, who plays Miguel, the little boy. One thing, what a good singing voice this boy has. He has a great singing voice, and he is just great in this movie. Great job. And so Gael Garcia Bernal, excellent as always. Benjamin Bratt, Ilana Ubach, excellent. Everybody's fantastic. I loved Grandma Coco. I can't even tell you about it. She was so good. And some people were arguing like, it shouldn't be called Coco. I was like, I totally got it. I loved it. I love my. When he says, my daughter, my Coco, like, we're not going to make it through this part. There were some tears. So bring tissue with you. Please bring tissue with you, right?
Ready.
And before, we talked about this, there's a Frozen short, which is not too short, actually. It's a good, long length. It has some great songs in it. We were talking about Idina Menzel. It sounds better than she has in years.
Absolutely.
Healthy voice. It's good for Idina.
I couldn't believe it.
And Kristen Bell's back. Josh Gad, who is Olaf, come on, is fantastic. And Jonathan Groff gets his own song. Finally, I love Jonathan Groff's voice, so I was glad he got to sing his Ballad of Leningrad or Leningrad or whatever his song was about. But it was cute and fun about traditions and finding a family tradition, and Anna Nelson not having one, and it was like, oh no. It had already set you up to be like, okay, this is gonna get
that
a
one got
emotional.
Me too. That one got me too. I text Chris after that was over. I was like, is it bad that I cried in the short before this movie even starts?
Do you think, here's a question I was asking myself. Would you vote for this short for Best Animated Short or Lou, the one about the Lost and Found, before Cars 3?
Oh.
Lou?
I think I would say Lou.
Probably too.
Just because.
I was not emotionally prepared for Lou.
I was not ready for Lou. Lou threw me for a loop.
I was like, oh, it's this bully. Like,
oh no. Oh no.
No. No. That's exactly what we weren't ready.
I would vote for Lou in a heartbeat.
If you buy Cars 3, if you buy Cars 3, it comes with the short before. Watch the short.
Watch the short.
Holy moly. Yank on your heartstrings. Like, Pig's like, how about this? Like, oh no. I wasn't ready for that. And that's exactly what Lou is. So fantastic. But the Frozen one was great too. I really enjoyed it. And I love the music. And they had like 6 new songs or something. It was really good.
No, it was really good.
So go see Coco. It is fantastic. Take your kids, take your grandparents, take your mom, your dad, your brother, sister. It's great. Great job,
and you
Pixar.
all love it.
Yes, fantastic. Bye.
Bye.